My impression of Godfall is going to be precise, and I put them in bullet points because I wrote this while at a friend's house. Huge shout out to my friend James for giving me the opportunity to play 4 to 5 hours of this game on his PlayStation 5. He was basically halfway through the main campaign, and I ended up completing the campaign for him while he sat down on the couch and watched. So without further ado, let's get into those points. So is Godfall a good game, and is it worth the next generation $70, $80, $99 price tag? The graphics and optimization in this game are great, at least on the PlayStation 5. The story, however, is subpar, or what you will call okay. It is not spectacular for a $70 game, it is more so on a $30 game type of story. It is a great package if you're going to be picking it up on Black Friday or from the bargain bin if you're up for it. Loot is really good in this game, and progression is alright, but not enough to keep you engaged past the 10 hours mark, because I actually got bored from this game after 3 hours into the end of the campaign. There is no crossplay for Godfall, which is sad for a next generation game. There is no matchmaking, so for you to co-op with other players, you have to add those players as your friends. So if you're not someone who is into Discord or Twitter looking for other players, or actually have local friends who also plan on getting this game, then you're going to be playing everything solo without being able to experience the other parts or the other fun parts of this game, which is the co-op dynamic. The combat in Godfall is all about smashing buttons. There is really no finesse or calculation required other than 1 or 2 advanced mechanics here and there. There are lots of quick time actions at the end of almost everything you do, and it has to throw you into these cutscenes for defeating bosses. I really don't know how I feel about that. Combat is quite slow compared to Monster Hunter World, Dark Souls, Warframe, or even God of War. The world design is beautiful with a lot of details and different things all around the way. However, it feels quite linear with some branches here and there, but there is little to no variation. It's almost like the game is guiding you on this straight path till you get to the very end. The enemy AI design is also subpar. The major enemies like bosses or big heavies, they are actually well designed, but when it comes to the AI of the regular grunts or the basic enemies, a lot of time they just stand there and wait for you to wind up your attacks or do whatever you gotta do. Even some Anthem enemies are more aggressive and smarter than this, and that is a very bad thing. The entire experience felt like playing Warframe inside the Void Towers or at the heart of Deimos. Now these are just few reasons to get or not to get the game. It seems most of the focus of Godfall's development was on adding glosses and making everything beautiful instead of adding actual substance to the game in the late game. This is going to be one of those games where you're going to play for a week or 2 weeks and you're going to end up dropping it. It almost feels like day one of Anthem. Unless you're a huge fan of the game, you're likely not going to have a lot of fun with this. That's just how disconnected this game is from what it's supposed to be, which is a next-gen game. Now, I'm not saying this game is bad in any way or any shape or form, but what I'm saying is it doesn't do anything spectacular or something that we haven't seen before. I've seen all of Godfall's feats in every other game out there. Warframe, God of War, Monster Hunter, a lot of last generation games have done everything that Godfall is doing now. The only difference is Godfall has more polish. Compared to last generation games like Remnant from the Ashes, Godfall feels like an ant in the presence of a giant. And for a game that already has a DLC ready to be shipped next year, this kind of saddens me, and I'll be honest with you on that one. Now, because I didn't play the whole game from the start, I ended up just playing towards the end of the game, I wouldn't say this is a review. That's why I'm calling this an impression from my 4 to 5 hours of gameplay leading on into endgame, which is basically like a tower system. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Godfall is a pretty good game, but at the end of the day, it's all up to you to decide what you want to do with your own money. This would also be a really nice Christmas gift for the kids. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.